Hello fish fools, Jeff here. So here's my 29-gallon sailfin molly and swordtail community tank, looking awesome. And here is a box of rocks. So it was about 2 weeks ago when I submitted a unboxing video that included these rocks and botanicals that I received from My Aquarium Box. And I thought I would make this new video showing them better because that unboxing video, the lighting was poor and still had most of the rocks mostly wrapped up in paper and the botanicals in bags. So I wanted to show them in better lighting and get a better look at them and sort of talk about some plans I have for them. So I ordered 7 pounds of Seiryu stone. I don't even know how you say it, but that's what this is. And I am actually pretty pleased with how just the pieces that came. So of the 7 pounds, there's a couple main pieces right here, but then there's these little, kind of like shard pieces. Well, this was like, just a small little piece, but I'm pretty psyched about this because it kind of is going to allow me to do what I had in mind. Because I intend to get kribensis, and at some point, perhaps soon. What I had in mind was to get some slate and sort of make a cave out of it. But instead, this will be even better, just because it will be more natural looking. So, just with these pieces, I can put together sort of a little like cave, and I'm going to show you what I mean. Hold on a moment. Yeah, so just putting these 4 pieces together like this, kind of like a card house, and well, I just crumbled it, but you can see how that was, and with an entrance right here, and I think it would stay together better like with substrate, so I can kind of like stake it into the substrate a little bit to hold it in place. But I imagine having something like this at one end of the tank, and then I also got this coconut hut and have this on the other end of the tank, so that when I get a pair of kribensis, they can, kind of choose which side they would prefer to claim as their territory, and for a spawning area. I'm not sure if this would be too big, but if it's not, then they could choose that. If that doesn't work, I could figure something else out. But so yeah, so that would be cool to do with these pieces right here, and these big pieces just like a formation in the middle of the tank. And then there's this one that I have in mind to, having set up like a cave like this, and have that, like if this was on the right side of the tank, have this next to it sort of as like a wall, like in front of it, to kind of have their area here. And then on the other end of the tank, if I use this, I also have a piece of Mopani wood that's kind of flat like that, that can serve as a wall in front of that to kind of, let them sort of have like an area of privacy, I think. So yeah, I'm kind of liking how these would be like the perfect pieces for what I have in mind. So there's those, and so here's a couple of the botanical things. I'm not sure what I'll do with that. There's a couple of these. I do not recall what they're called, but I might make use of those so that like shrimp or baby fish can hide in it if I place it a certain way so that only the fish can get in. But I also got these things, so just to get a better look at what they look like. These little pod things. So what I have in mind is putting some of these like in a pile with some rocks, because I also have these rocks that I just got at the 99-cent store. So I think I'm going to combine the rocks with these to create a pile, and I'll probably put that like in the back here, because I do have shrimp in this tank that I added recently. I don't see them very often, but this catappa leaf, now that it's kind of wearing away a bit and has holes in it, I can sometimes see them. I think they mostly hang out behind there picking away at it. But I think if I had that pile in here, that'd be a good place for them to hide and for baby shrimplets to hide. And what I also got from My Aquarium Box were these, I think they're called jungle pods. So let's get a better look at them, dumping them out. So I got two large ones. That must be one of the large ones. And this large one with a smaller one inside. Like some of these, I think I'll put in back here. Something like that, that more hiding places for shrimp and even baby fish too. Because in this tank, so far, there's one of the baby mollies that's now, I guess, a juvenile. But there's only two of them from the first ones that were born that have made it. And there's only one swordtail fry somewhere in here that's just big enough now to swim out in the open. But yeah, of all, I've had these fish in here for a while now, but only 3 of the babies have made it. 2 mollies and 1 swordtail. I can't find the swordtail. But yeah, if I add these, I think they'll provide better hiding spots. And right now, just there's the water sprite at the top, and these other fish can still get in and out of there. Particularly the zebra-danios. So, what I'm thinking is, say this is a dual tank stand, so I just have the 29-gallon here, and I think I'll put a 20-gallon on top. That's what I have had. It's a 20 long that I've had for a while that I haven't set up yet, and I intend to get kribensis for it. And what I'm thinking is just setting it up, and for the time being, maybe moving these zebra-danios in there just to cycle the tank with fish in it, and use this sponge filter right here. That's what I've right now. For now, I just stuck it there so it can establish itself with ammonia-eating bacteria, so that it'll be ready to be like an instant cycle right away when I set up the tank. And lately, I barely have enough time to tend to all the tanks that I have, so it may not be a good idea to set up another tank, but I kind of want to do it so that just as it is, where I may have minimal maintenance to take care of it if I just put the zebra-danios in there, and I'm thinking maybe I'll put the black neon tetras that I have in another tank, and not load it with fish like I do most of my other tanks. I won't have to do as much maintenance with it, and just keep those fish in there for the time being until I am able to obtain a nice pair of kribensis. Because along the way, I've seen kribensis at my local fish store a couple times, and they had some not fully mature adults that would have like paired off, except for one time. There was one time when they had the most amazing kribensis that I just wasn't ready to get them at the time, and looking back, I regret not getting them when I did. But so now I'm thinking, if I set up that tank and just keep those, keep zebra danios in it for a little while, and then when the time comes when I do find some awesome kribensis, I won't pass up getting them, and I'll be ready for them. Then again, if I have a tank ready to go, it would be hard for me to resist putting some live bearers in there, and then making it a full community tank. But yeah, which I really shouldn't do, just for shouldn't be adding more maintenance, tank maintenance needs. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So my aquarium box, hardscape and botanicals. Oh yeah, and let me show you one other thing. So I went to a PetSmart last week because the USB air pump that I was using on my 3.5 gallon, my Neocaridina shrimp tank, that after 6 weeks it stopped working, and it just kind of jinxed it, because I was just responding to some comments about discussing that pump, and with continuous use, it had been mentioned that it didn't last very long, and I guess it's not really designed to be used continuously, but just like a temporary thing. But I just had it plugged in and just kept it running as the main pump on that tank. But yeah, so that pump stopped working, so I had to go to PetSmart to get I got a Tetra Whisper air pump for it. And while I was there, I got a piece of Mopani wood. So check this out. This piece of Mopani wood, I just thought it was cool looking, so I thought I would get that while it was there. So whenever I go to like PetSmarts or Petco's, they have Mopani wood in like the reptile section, so I always go to check those out. And yeah, this was a pretty unique piece, and I thought it was pretty awesome, so I had to get it. All right. Well, that's it for now. Oh, no, it isn't. There's the swordtail I was talking about. Yeah. All right, got a chance to see him. All right. Well, that's it for now. And remember, I'm Jeff, and I enjoy fishies. Thanks for watching.